Hey folks, Jim Thomas here, Fitness Management and Consulting, and I appreciate you being here at the channel today. And for those of you that have not yet done so, please hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. And if you find the information that I provide beneficial, please hit that like button as well. Now, before we jump into our topic today, a couple reminders is number one, for you folks that have topics, if you have subjects that you'd like to have discussed here on the channel, if you have things that you'd like to have explored here in the channel, please, drop it in the comment section below. You feel free, you can email me direct. My email is in the description box below as well. Or if it's easier, you can direct message me on Twitter at Jim Consultant, GYM Consultant, and we'll see if maybe your topic, your subject matter is the next thing that we discuss here on the channel. And then number two, for all you folks that are looking to start new facilities, and I know we talk to folks literally every day that are looking to start a new facility, and one of the challenges initially for many folks is, hey, how do we obtain funding? We've got a link below that can help you with that potential funding. Click that link and just follow the prompts that help walk you through that program. And that's potentially for anywhere between $50,000 and $250,000 in funding, no collateral required. This can also be a great opportunity for you existing operators that maybe need money for new equipment. Maybe you want to make some improvements in your gym. Maybe you want to fund a big marketing effort. Okay, this can be a great way to gain access to those kind of funds as well. So click the link, follow the prompts, and it'll walk you through the entire program. So with that said, let's jump into our topic today. And what we want to talk about today is 10 ways to keep making your gym members happy. 10 ways to keep making your gym members happy. And certainly, what all of this goes back to is we're looking at, member retention. Okay, we want to keep our members. And too many clubs, they have retention rates of 3, 4, 5, 6%. They're losing this many members every month. And if you think about it, if you're losing 4% a month, which is very common, higher than that even, you're losing half your members. And this puts a lot of pressure on the sales department, a lot of pressure on marketing, a lot of pressure on everybody. The better job we can do at keeping our members, because remember that our retention, our attrition, all these things, this is a direct reflection of the member experience. Okay, we want the member experience to be a good one. So I want to give you 10 things to think about that can help keep your members happy and lend itself, to better retention. So number one, call your members on a regular basis. Okay, communication makes everything easier. Stay in touch with your members. One of the things we want to do, we want to nurture our member base. Okay, all of them. Okay, and what do I mean by nurture? We want to help maintain interest, maintain desire, help motivate, help inspire, help educate, help coach, but contact them on a regular basis. If you're not doing it, make sure we're pulling a member usage report every morning. And at bare minimum, I want to see a member usage report every morning. And what I want to see is a list every single day of members who have used my club 4 times or less the last 30 days. And we're going to stay in touch with them. And I'm going to have a new member nurturing program. When new members join, I want to have programs in place that I want them using my gym 20 times first 60 days. So stay in touch with your members on a regular basis. Don't find yourself in that position where you don't want to call them, you don't want to contact them because, I might remind them they're still a member and they might want to cancel. It's not where you want to be. Number two, make sure you're creating valuable content. Whether it's through videos, whether it's through blogging, whether it's through podcast, seminars, but create valuable content. And the best content, just the best way to look at this is make it how-to in nature. How to lose weight, how to do this, how to do that. But create valuable content and be very consistent in the delivery of it. In a perfect world, I'd love to see something coming out every day. Not only does this help keep your members happy, but there's so much benefit in that when it comes to content marketing and being found and people wanting to come visit your facility. But let's make sure we're creating valuable content. And this doesn't have to fall on just one person's shoulders. Everybody in your facility can provide content. Everybody can do videos, everybody can write blogs, everybody can submit articles, everybody can do podcasts, everybody can participate in this, and it doesn't have to be, super long stuff. It can be short, that's fine, but create it and let's make sure we get it out. Number 3 is we want to become an authority in our field. You want to become an authority in your field. If you're a trainer, in a manner of speaking, you want to become that celebrity trainer, right? So when you're looking at this, put out press releases about what you're doing that is true differentiation. Put out press releases about, in kind of our words, kind of how you market to that uncontested market space. Folks that have not worked out at least a year. Have testimonials. Have people, providing social proof on what you can do. But promote, your ability, your talents as an authority, in this field. And what are you doing that's different? Number 4, reply to your emails promptly. And we can talk about this: text messages, emails, phone calls, whatever it is, anything that they might, try to communicate on social media. But reply promptly. Here's the thing about speed and responding promptly. Speed sells. Speed tells other people that their problem is your problem. And the truth is, anything that's kind of, online generated, internet generated, it moves so fast that if we don't respond quickly, they're going to go to somebody else. Or if we don't respond quickly, they're just going to be more upset, okay, if they're looking for an answer. So respond promptly. And as you've heard me talk about, I hope, on other videos, is that if you respond within 5 minutes, if this is a customer, a new customer or prospect, if you respond within 5 minutes, they're 9 times more likely to do business with you. Okay, otherwise they're going to move on to the next one. So respond quickly. Okay, have processes and procedures and systems in place that allow you to do this. Number 5, be decisive. Basically, make a decision. Make a decision. Be decisive. Don't be wishy-washy. Don't be going back and forth. And sometimes this is one of the hardest things I find for new managers, folks that just get promoted. This is one of the more difficult things for them to do. This could be a nice training topic in a lot of cases. Be decisive. Make the decision. Right or wrong, make that decision. Number 6, we want to value our members' point of view. Okay, we just don't want to be putting out, here's our agenda, here's our agenda, here's our agenda. Value your members' point of view. What do they have to say? Consider maybe they're right. Maybe they're onto something. And so get in the habit of listening, truly listening to what they have to say. Value it, and can you implement it? I know I've given this example previously, but I know when I go in and do like a turnaround operation for a gym, whether it's a remote thing we're doing or whether it's on site, I'll always send over what I call a get acquainted worksheet for all staffers and management to complete. And I'll sit down and I'll interview everybody. And I want to hear what everybody has to say, because I want them to know that not only do I value their point of view, from my standpoint, they may have some solutions and some ideas that just might work pretty well, and I want to include those, in our recommendations. It's the same thing with your membership base when you're working with them. Number 7, add a personal touch. Okay, how to make your members happy, add a personal touch. And I would say things like, certainly celebrate their birthdays. I know a lot of folks do that, but it's not just birthdays of people who are actively using it. How about the ones that aren't? Let's celebrate those too. Let's celebrate membership anniversary dates. But also, let's get to know your customers. Okay, what do they like to do? What are their interests? Okay, you want to build this sense of community. It's one of the great ways to really get this close-knit member base that's going to keep them, hopefully, members for life. But get to know them. You want that sense of community. Make it a point to do this and get to know your customers. Number 8, when it comes to our members, let's be realistic and do not overpromise. When you're talking to your members, do not overpromise. We're not trying to underpromise, don't get me wrong here, but what we want to do is we want to manage expectations. If it's something, maybe we can get it done, well, let them know it's maybe you can get it done. Don't say, well, yeah, we can get this done. Okay, don't overpromise. Be realistic. You want to have a good flow of communication here. You want good transparency. And let them know exactly what's happening here. Maybe here's worst case scenario, here's best case scenario. here's the likely outcome of this. But be realistic in talking with your members. Do not overpromise. And certainly when you're talking to them about, hey, they just joined, they want to get in the best shape of their life. Hey, is that going to happen in 30 days, 60 days, 90 days? Most likely not. Be realistic. How long is this going to take? Number 9, identify opportunities proactively. Be proactive in identifying opportunities. And so what does this mean? Well, what you're always trying to do, how do we grow our business? How do we continually improve? What more can I do? How can we continually reinvent ourselves? We're constantly being proactive in looking for opportunities for our members to get the best results possible, for them to have the best facility possible and the best experience possible. So be very proactive on this. Don't just wait for it to come to you. And then number 10 of our 10 ways to make your members happy, be very clear and be very transparent. Okay? Very clear and transparent. Here's what it is. There's no secrets. There's no hidden agenda. And be very transparent on how you're moving forward. And, could be, I can give you one example that we come up with a lot is when we're building new facilities, and there's a lot of that happening right now. There can be construction delays, and don't tell them you're going to be opening next month when it's going to be 90 days. Be clear on what it is. Here's what's happening. Here's why. Be transparent and let them know what's happening. Okay, they'll appreciate it. You'll be a lot happier if you do it that way. And hopefully you keep your members for a long, long time. What I like to see you get down to, if you want to get a goal that I would give most every gym, I'd like to see that attrition maybe down to 2.5% a month, maybe even 2 in some cases. Okay, I don't really want to lose anybody, and I want to have a strong plan in place to get that accomplished. So, folks, if you find this information beneficial, please hit that like button. If you want to learn more about my company, various links below, please check them out, and we'll look forward to seeing you all in that next video.